Welcome to Smart News. German companies count on sustainability. Business is going green. Heating units are manufactured here. Sustainability begins in the development stage. Production at Viessmann is carried out with recycling in mind. The company's products can be taken apart and up to 99% of the material can be used again. Viessmann itself has invested in new facilities like this large-scale heating unit. The wood that's burned as fuel comes from the company's own forest. At Viessmann, sustainability isn't practiced for its own sake.
We have to earn money. We can only afford to be ecological and socially responsible if our business is run economically. It all goes together.
Investing in sustainability pays off in the end, but it takes years. That's why sustainable business practices are common among family-owned firms that tend to think long-term.
World market leader in zinc facades, a valuable resource from Germany. The company headquarters of Rhine Zinc were designed by star architect Daniel Liebeskind. Zinc works, and architects know it. That's why the material is now used around the world. The zinc plates are manufactured here, in a small town in Germany's Ruhr Valley. Rhine Zinc was already specializing in this valuable material back in 1966. But Rhine Zinc produces more than just high-glass facades. Gutters and drain pipes are standard products that make up around half of the company's sales. Rhine Zinc delivers its products to 30 countries.
We've become the world market leader because we managed to develop a high-quality product and, with the help of our sales department, to further develop our market. We operate decentralized distribution around the world with a total of some 400 employees.
The company only does spectacular architectural projects like these just once or twice a year. Rhine Zinc earns its bread and butter with more conventional building projects.
€1.5 billion. That's how much German companies invest in research and development for renewable energy technologies every year. About 90% of that goes into alternative sources of electricity. A lot of effort is focused on finding ways to improve wind energy efficiency. Last year, Germany Trade and Invest successfully completed numerous projects in the areas of renewable energy and energy storage.
Optimism continues. Although growth forecasts for the German economy have been revised downwards, companies are looking ahead with confidence, especially those in construction and manufacturing. Despite the debt crisis and stagnant growth, the IFO index has increased for the third time in a row. The IFO Institute found optimism among the 7,000 business managers it surveyed.
Germany bucks the trend. The European automobile market has contracted for the fourth year running, but car sales were up in Germany last year. Sales increased 9% in Germany, with a 2% drop in France, an 11% decline in Italy, and an 18% contraction in Spain.
Industrial orders drop. The global economic slowdown made itself felt in Germany's engineering sector last year. For the first time in nearly 2 years, demand fell, dropping some 12% compared to the previous year. Hardest hit was business abroad. Despite the setback, Germany's Mechanical Engineering Association rates current sentiment in the sector as good.
German energy giant invests in Brazil, pumping billions into power plants. Forbes magazine calls him the 8th richest man in the world. Eike Batista is the founder and CEO of the Brazilian-based EBX Group. Germany's largest energy provider, E.ON, wants to buy a €350 million stake in the energy arm of EBX. Company helicopters take the investors to one of Batista's most important construction sites. The Brazilian billionaire is building a massive new port in Açu. He began the construction 5 years ago to provide Brazil's booming economy with a modern port. And since Batista owns his own iron ore mines, he'd like more control over the export of his raw materials.
Imagine if the port wasn't mine. The port guy would charge me, I don't know, half of my profit. So if you have to own the whole system, not to be arbitraged to much, much smaller margins. especially in this big business. You better control the whole system.
Together with E.ON, the German-Brazilian entrepreneur plans to invest around 8 billion euros in one of the world's biggest growth markets, Brazil. And that concludes our roundup of this month's Smart News.